This section over here, it's getting out of hand. It's a lot of parts, mostly 96 Montero. We're gonna have a keep pile and a trash pile. Not a keep pile and a sell pile. It's gonna be chunk trash, sadly. But I can't hold on to it anymore. This is from my 99 Montero, which is 98 through 2000. Has a handle here. I took the one from my 96 parts car, which is just flush here. So maybe if you wanna upgrade your 92 to 97 Montero and you wanna have a handle here, you can buy this 8-pillar trim. And then there's a handle somewhere in here, it's this one here, and you can upgrade it and you'll have an extra handle there. It's kind of a neat little upgrade. So we're gonna hold on to that. If it wasn't broken before, it's definitely broken now. This is the quarter panel interior trim. Nothing's wrong with it. It's so sad I'm throwing it away, but I can't keep it and it's so bulky. We're gonna keep this panel because mine is cracked, and we're gonna use this one to repair it. Just need the bottom portion here. We're just gonna take a little cut with the Dremel, cut this whole section out, and plastic weld it in and fix it. So we're gonna keep this. These exterior rocker trim panels, they're useful. I know they're useful, but they're so giant. I don't think I could ever ship these. I want to get rid of this shroud fan cover because it's taking up too much space. And shroud fans are not that practical whenever you lift your vehicle. The shroud fan is connected to the body of the car, and the engine's connected to the frame. So whenever you lift your vehicle, these are not in line to each other. So you'd have to cut the bottom of the shroud fan out, probably like here, cut it out so that it would fit, because otherwise it's gonna clip and the fan on your engine's gonna hit this and just chew it all up. Either that or it'll mess up the fan on your engine and you have to get a new fan. You don't want that, so we're gonna throw that away. This is the air intake, and in all reality, when are you ever going to need another one of these? Probably never, because a lot of people, they modify their Monteros or their engines, so they put an aftermarket air intake on it, so there's no point in having this. If anything, I'll probably take the screw out and maybe some of the hardware, so that way we can reuse it for other parts of the vehicle or on other cars. It truly saddens me to get rid of this seatbelt hiding cover interior trim panel because it's in great condition minus some sun damage here, but it's so unlikely to get cracked because it just sits literally on the side, you know, where you're sitting like this, and you never touch it. If anything touches it, it's like your knees or your seatbelt touches it. So that's gonna go in the trash. Here's a door still. We'll keep that for sure, because these things usually get scuffed up. So you got the triangle handle so that you can pull yourself out of the car, and then you got the normal leather handle, which is just a pull. I might have to look to see if mine are cracked, because if mine are cracked, I might use this. This goes in the engine bay, and this holds the throttle body cable and 2 other cables. If you open the hood of the car, it mounts up like this. This is so cool. I kept it just because I thought it was cool, useful, but it never breaks. Because if this ever broke, you can start the car, but you can't drive it. So unless you just pull the cable manually, but that'd be insane. So we'll probably chuck this in metal recycling. Well, in the engine bay, there's a black canister that's mounted up on the right side near the top of where the grill would go. And it mounts in, forgot which way it mounts, but there's this. Not useful. Maybe if you get into a wreck, but I think we'll pitch it after we get the screws out, of course. I've got these things over here. I don't quite know what they do. I just know it came from the engine bay and I took it out. I just don't know what it is or what it does. It's some type of sensor, but I just don't know what it is. I don't know what it does or what it is. And we dropped our handle over here, which we'll want to be very careful about because you know these are a hot commodity, because the aftermarket ones that they reproduce that are from China or Asia, they're not good. They're just super thin and plastic and they break. So we gotta be careful about these ones. We want to save them. We've got a shift knob and another shift knob. Got a what is this? Reverse light, third brake light for a 92 to 97 Montero. You can tell the difference because this light's only 1 inch wide. Well, on the 98 to 2000 Gen 2.5s, this is nearly like double the width. So this light is almost coming down to here. It's almost 2 inches wide. It's much bigger. You can interchange the whole unit on the Gen 2.5 and the Gen 2s. You just can't take the lights out and put them into their different covers, because obviously they're different sizes. But it's really neat. Now these interior trim panel side step things, these actually go to my Gen 2.5 because they're flared On the Gen 2s, they're just straight like this. They're flared out because of the wide body on the car. In this bag, we just have a bunch of like interior pieces. Like these go to the seats at the bottom. You have ashtrays. Well, when cars actually came with ashtrays. You have this cover, which covers a pocket on your dash. You got handles. And then if we look at the bottom of the bag, we have blank switch covers. Like if your car didn't come optioned with everything, then it would come with one of these covers, but sometimes they're missing. At the junkyard or if you buy a car, you'll never find them because people always take them. They take them before they sell the car, or they take them from the junkyard, so you never find them. They reproduce the air vents for these cars, but they're the wrong shade. They're like not even the right color whatsoever. They kind of look like a gross tan. So this one is actually the right color because this is an original factory OEM air vent. You can get the new ones for like $30 to $35, but like I said, they're not the right color and it would look out of place in your car. We also have the matching side vents to go on either side. This goes to the seat, the third row seats. This is for the rear cargo door. This is what mounts to the inside of the door. So we'll take the screws out and keep those, but we'll recycle this thing. It's mostly metal with a little bit of plastic. We have an ashtray. Kind of gross, but I think if we let it soak for a little bit, it'll lift that all off. This instrument cluster is not the same on the 98 to 2000. The circuit board on the back is slightly different. So I think maybe it might read differently with the computer. Oh, this is cool. This is a switch that controls your mirrors. This car has automatic mirrors, and here's one of them here. This is the driver mirror. So it goes right. Oh, look at that. Left, up, down. Oh, that is so sweet. What is this thing? Some type of sensor. I don't know what it is. So this is exterior stuff. Definitely a lot of keeping stuff in here, it seems like. But I do think we could downsize quite a bit. There is some stuff in here that I think we can get rid of. Montero hood hardware prop. Oh yeah. That's good. That's useful. We're keeping that. This is Montero exhaust hardware. So the hangers and things. That's not super helpful, but we are going to swap the 96 Montero exhaust onto our 99 because it's rust free. So we'll use this in case we lose a bolt or two, which I think we probably will end up doing. That's the feeder tube for the gas tank. These are for the interior, so like kick panels. That is, I think, a downpipe from the exhaust manifold because it's got the O2 sensor on it. This cooler is for the transmission, so we'll keep that. It's a coolant hose. This is what I wanted to get to here. Before we throw this out, I think what I'll do is I'll take off these things here, and we'll take out the speaker faceplate. I probably won't use these things, but it's always good to have them just in case you need them. Because if you ever have a who knows what scenario and you don't have that and you need it and you can't find it anywhere, well, you're just out of luck. Clearing out these buckets doesn't really take care of this mess down here visually until you realize once we clean them out, we can take that stuff and put it in here, which in theory makes it cleaner. You just have to ignore that you're making a bigger mess first because you'll make a smaller mess once you're done. I want to keep these like faux leather and fabric radio containers because I think I could repurpose them into something else for the car. They're pretty high quality. They're really nice things. I just gotta figure out how do I make them, how can I use them? I was really confused when I found this and I didn't know what it was because I'd never have seen this on a Montero before. Well, at least on my Montero. Well, this is actually the factory jack handle for the jack of the car. On my 99 Montero, it came with the jack, but not the handle. And then on the parts car, it didn't come with the jack, but it came with the handle. Very desirable piece here. Well, the whole set would be ideal, but a lot of the time you can only find the jack. But the jack is still quite rare itself. And I think we might be able to put these steps in here as well. Maybe. Okay, there's one. Oh, that works. We're gonna put the mass airflow sensor in here. I have tested it too, and it does work. It does not give me any error codes, which is good. It's looking a whole lot better. It's still messy. We still have a lot to sort through, but I'm liking the way it's turning out. If you guys saw any Mitsubishi Montero parts that you may want or need, shoot me an email or DM me on Instagram. But thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you later. Have an amazing day.